start flashing flicks. Old Trafford don't blink, get judges quick. North London noise, old temple with chase. You slow the game down, put rhythm and pace. This isn't friendly, this isn't fair. This is structure dropping now, men clear. From shitty to us and the we stood our ground. Fulham tested us, we didn't drown. This pitch, remember standards past. Not I for moments that never last. They sprint for chaos, we walk with boys. This ground decides, not empty, no. But structure beats speed when the night turns blue. They piss for all months, we blow for phases. Control beats off, patience these phases.
Yes, Manchester United 2, Tottenham Hotspur 0. Yes, that's what time it is. You all know already. Yes, y'all. I predicted 3-1 for Manchester United, but again, technically, right, it's still 2-goal lead or 2-goal differential. So yes, I'll take the clean sheet. I'll take the 2-0. And even though I predicted 3-1, most of my predictions came through anyway. I got the starting lineup, first goal scorer and all that. So yeah, that's what time it is. And yes, y'all, welcome to United Public Square. Y'all know what time it is. Hit that like button, subscribe to the channel if you're new. And if you're coming through Kick or if you're coming through Twitch, our official HQ is YouTube and it's United Public Square on YouTube. So please do us a solid and subscribe to United Public Square on YouTube. I appreciate you all. Let's build this the right way together. Now, let me say this slowly. This wasn't about the red card. Yes, this wasn't about Spurs falling apart. And this definitely wasn't a lucky afternoon at OTZ. This was Manchester United controlling a football match. And yes, that might be the most dangerous sentence in the Premier League right now. Yes, because when United stop relying on chaos and start winning through control like we did today, that's when things really change. And here's the part that people are going to miss. Yes, Spurs go down to 10 men. Yes, Spurs really went down to 10 men and the game tilts, okay? But United were already owning the tempo before that moment. We had more passes, more territory, more calm. Spurs' biggest weapon, transitions, was gone early. Solanke, he was isolated. Wide runners, they were starved. So no, the red card didn't really create control. It exposed control that was already there, and that really matters. So yes, let's talk about a little bit of Carrick and Carrick's tell. He is the biggest coaching tell of the afternoon. And after the red card, United did not rush. We did not panic. We did not spam crosses. We did not force moments. We slowed the game down for nearly 10 minutes. And yes, you were hearing me some of the time, talking about the fact that why is United playing like we were a man down. But that was all Carrick's coaching. They slowed everything down, and that's not emotion, that's instruction. So United's old version, we would have really played frantic and chaotic. But today, it turned out to be very, very deliberate. And short corners, recycled possession, midfield triangles and triggers, that's not instinct, that's structure. Yes. So yeah, the goal was a turning point and all that. And Bruno's moment also meant a lot. But let's talk about Bruno. Bruno, Captain Fernandes. Not just the goal, the moment. Because the strike didn't really come from him chasing chaos. It came from him arriving late on time and in control. And here's the bigger picture. Bruno is now a top 10 all-time creator at Manchester United. And he's done this even without being a number 9 striker, without being protected, without being built around. Carrick isn't centering the team on Bruno. He is building the team through Bruno. And that's how legends age properly. So, yes, Bruno, big up and sending you your flowers right away, y'all. And in the second half, that wasn't game management, that was game ownership. Let look at the shape. Dallo tacks in, Shaw stays disciplined. Casemiro protects zone 14 like it's sacred ground. Spurs couldn't even counter, even with fresh legs. That's exactly what happened. Their shots became very, very optimistic, speculatively, and hopeful at best. Their passes became rushed. United wasn't reacting for once. They were deciding. And Bruno would get the headlines definitely. Casemiro will also get his flowers. But let me name one player today who tells you everything about this evolution. Diogo Dallo. And I know that a lot of people are talking about Diogo Dallo should be sold and whatnot, but let's just talk objectively about Diogo Dallo today. An assist, 100% dual success. He won 100% of all his duels today. Progressive carries without leaving space behind. Why? Because his role is now very clear. He's got clarity now. He knows when to overlap. He knows when to invert. He knows when to hold. And that's coaching that we credit Carrick for. Y'all know what time it is. And yes, let's be very, very honest. The only real concern today isn't tactics, it's minutes. Kobe Mano is carrying elite intensity again. And we all knew, or we kind of figured out a couple of weeks ago, he was almost going to leave the club on loan because he wasn't getting playing time. And Casemiro also took a knock today. So this squad still needs management more than reinforcements. And that ties directly into what we said last week. This is not a buy someone problem. This is a manage standards problem. Y'all know what time it is. And yes, let's talk a bit about the game management and all that, right? And here's the stat that should stop the conversation cold. Manchester United now have 4 consecutive wins without conceding a single big chance after 60 minutes. And this one is a really, really good one because it hasn't really happened since 2029. Let me say that again. Manchester United have now won 4 consecutive matches without conceding a single big chance after the 60th minute. And this only has happened for the first time since 2019, y'all. And yes, yes, y'all, we are doing something real. And so this team is no longer collapsing when protecting leads. They absorb, they reset, and they finish. That's not form. That is identity, y'all. And that's what time it is. So listen carefully, fam, to how United are being discussed right now across, fan base and all that. The criticism isn't about effort anymore. It's about mentality. It's about ceiling. That's progress. The fan base is now even split into 2 camps. Give Carrick the job or protect the process. In that conversation that we already had on Wednesdays, United episode number 12. United Pulse episode number 13. That's where we had the Carrick conversation. Because now that the window is shut, the conversation has shifted from transfers to Carrick. And that was the discussion that we had. So if you want the full breakdown right after this one, you can go check out United Pulse playlist. And specifically, it's episode number 13. We talk about is it an Ole 2.0 condition or situation, or should we allow Carrick to cook and answer the question after a full season? So yes, make sure you are subscribed and tap into the United Pulse playlist because that episode was not debating emotions. It was debating a legacy at best. So yeah, I mean, I know that this was really a very good win for us today. And now we're watching also Arsenal taking a lead over there. Aston Villa is also winning. and all that. I was just hoping that Aston Villa could drop some points. I was hoping that even Chelsea could drop some points, but Chelsea already is doing a madness with Cole Palmer with a hat trick and all that. And yes, I don't know if that rumor of Cole Palmer wanted to come to Manchester United, even though it has been debunked and all that. I don't know how far that one goes. But yeah, I mean, Chelsea is winning their game. Aston Villa is also leading by a goal to one at the time of going live here. So yeah, I don't know what's gonna happen, but the most important thing is for us to win our game. And tomorrow is going to be another situation with Liverpool and Manchester City. So we are going to also be on an opposition alert, checking out those score lines and see if that gap stays closed. So hopefully, I'm hoping that at least Aston Villa and Man City lose their game this weekend. But hey, I mean, if wishes were horses, beggars will ride. So yes, that's what time it is. That's what I have on my chest. I just wanted to come on here real quick after the game and let you know how we all feeling and all that. So yeah, big up yourselves, y'all. And I really, really, like I said, in a watch along, when you go into an early game and you win, you have the whole weekend for yourself. You can have a really good weekend. You can just chill. You can just watch other games and all that. So that's exactly what we've been doing, just monitoring across the Prem and all that. And we are even chipping in La Liga and whatnot, right? Looking at Barcelona, scoring a go ahead and all that. So yeah, I mean, good vibes all around when you're winning your games and when you are the first team to play in that early morning or early afternoon slot. Get business done, and then you can chillax just like I'm doing. So yeah, big up yourselves, and I appreciate you coming through and all that. I hope you have a great, great weekend. Stay safe and stay blessed. And like I said, we are going to be coming to you live after the game, after the West Ham game, because we are going to be catching vulnerabilities from 9 to 5 on Tuesday. We cannot do a live watch along. So yeah, heads up on that one. I'll see you on the next one on Tuesday, post match, post West Ham. And that's when we hope that Frank gets to get a trim, gets to get a haircut. Probably he's probably gonna do a global watch party event on a Wednesday or something, because technically that game is pretty late night on Tuesday, right? So if he wants to do it on a on a Wednesday, that's cool too. Or if he wants to wait completely and do it, on the weekend, because Manchester United do not have a game this weekend, so he can do it on the weekend instead of during the week. But hey, I'm not trying to get ahead of myself and all that. But hey, I mean, when we are just one game away from Frank getting his haircut, we are all rooting for. Excuse me. I'm just buzzing, but hey, yeah, we are all rooting for Frank, and that's what time it is. All right, y'all. Take care. Stay blessed. Have a great weekend, because the weekend has just started and it has started on a very good note. Take it easy, and I'll talk to you soon. Peace. We out.